Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Ass of the Greek, and today we are continuing the free time events of Projectedensgarden. That's right. As of the time of this recording, they actually announced that there's gonna be another what's it called? Popularity poll. Popularity poll. I don't know how I say this, but yeah. So I am curious when are we gonna get to see the pairs. Because honestly, I'm a betting man at times, and I would like to make a prediction of who wins. I forgot who won the original popularity poll. I don't remember if that happened after the prologue or not. Not really sure, but let's forget about that for now because we are doing Jean. Now here's the thing. I have done Jean's first support, so I'm not really gonna read it too much. You know, I'll just try to refresh my memory with what he says. But I had read this one. It was the first one we did during the playthrough because I wanted to talk to Toshko and she didn't want to talk to us. So I just went to the next room, saw Jean, talked, and that's that. Water break. So we have Jean. And then we have Cassidy, and we are done with the free time events. It's crazy. We're almost done. Okay, so you do like that one, but okay, on Portal album. Okay, what? So after that, once we finish these characters, we'll have the. I guess I'll be able to do the tier list. I have recorded most of the theory videos in terms of like audio, right? The ones that I want to make. I might want to reduce some of them, depending on how the audio turned out. And I definitely want to do at least one more for Desmond, because the ones I've done so far. Sorry, I'm like I can just talk about this while I'm reading this. The ones I have recorded, I have prepared so far, I guess, so you can know what to expect from the upcoming theory videos.
Are we ready?
Is that I have recorded one for the new antagonist, right? Makes sense, since Wolfgang was kind of a fake-out antagonist, I feel like. One for the side protagonist. And I have a theory about that, aside from the popular opinion, which is Kai, of course. And what else have I prepared? I prepared a very interesting theory, in my opinion. Very interesting. I hope I'm wrong, but it is very interesting. And there's stuff that kind of line up with it. Perhaps I'm just looking at it too much. But I feel like it's gonna be big. And I hope it doesn't flop. But we'll see. What else do I have prepared? One for the chapter 2. Which I want to talk about briefly. I do have a planned video for Ava. I haven't recorded it yet though. For Ava to just kind of explain a bit and kind of do as much of an analysis as I can based on how, I guess, what we have so far of her, since we don't have the final support. And what else do I have? I have to do the ranking right now. I'm gonna be able to do that once I finish these supports. And then I'm gonna be able to do one more for Desmond's blackmail. That I had this idea lately. And I'm like, huh. Is anyone talking about this? I haven't seen anyone talk about this.
The hell?
So, I think I'm onto something. You'll have to wait and see when I record and post it, obviously. I'm not sure when this will come out. Because I'm doing a weird schedule thing. I'm trying to do like 5 videos per week. Though this week's videos have been kind of flopping. Like both the Diana one, the Spare Time one, and the Wolfgang one that I posted have not been doing very well. So, I don't know if this is because I didn't post on the weekend. I'm not really sure. We'll see. We will see. Perhaps I will change the schedule again. I'll start posting daily. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, so we're nearing the end of this one, where he just fell off the boat.
Right.
But it's gonna tell us next time, I'm assuming. I'm assuming Jean's gonna have all of his supports, right? I don't think there's any reason for them to not show us everything. All right, let me just quickly check out something. We are recording? Yes, see, we are. Okay. Alright, now we have new stuff. Are we excited? I don't know. I am. John is... I feel like John is one of my favorite characters, but he hasn't really done all that much. Like, he did help a lot in the Deadly Life. But aside from that, I feel like... Oh, wait, no, he was in the big event, I guess. The tournament. I don't know, I feel like there's other characters that got a lot more screen time than he did. And I'm kind of sad about that. Oh, there we go. Okay. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, oh, there he is. Hiding behind the sink. Let's see what you have to say, Jean, my boy. Jean was standing behind one of the countertops, fiddling with something in his hand. What are you doing? Ah, Damon. It seems you have caught me. Caught him. What do you mean I caught you? First, like, are you going to kill me? Are you up to something? Fret not, I'm just talking about my little experiment here. Revealing to be a small flask filled with an inky substance. What is that? I noticed a large beaker had been placed on the sink. What's a beaker? Like the flask, it seemed to contain a pink liquid. What is this? Blood. Behold! Jean carefully tipped the contents of the flask into the beaker. Oh, I know what the beaker is. Okay, I mean, I don't know, but I can understand what it is based on the experiment he's about to perform. Whoa! All of a sudden, a puffy, colorful substance erupted from the mouth of the beaker.
Chemistry.
Did he just say chemistry? That was a line I did not expect to hear from Jean of all people. Elephant toothpaste. It never gets old. Elephant toothpaste. Oh wow, that was actually his question too. I was like, what? Seriously? He was just doing a stupid school experiment? I have no clue what that is. We didn't do stuff like that in school. When the elephant toothpaste finally lost its steam, Jean cleaned up the mess he'd made. At least he cleaned up, hey. He's a good man, he's clean. What do you think? Fun, eh? Damon was like, are you serious right now? We'd like to give Jean a present. Absolutely! And of course he likes the meat on the bone. Why wouldn't he? He's a pirate. Not bad fine, my friend. Now what to do with it is the question. So he liked it. I thought it was a new reaction, but no. So Damon came back to hear more of my story, have you? I don't care about that. Of course he's gotta be a bitch about it. Is that so? Then why are you here? Listen up, Damon. I've got a riddle for you. A riddle? Aye, don't look so sour. It's an easy one, I promise. What is the cloth which binds my crew together? Cloth which... what? Go on, tell me what you think. Damon's like, I think you are a piece of shit. No clue? Huh.
I see.
I didn't think such a simple riddle could best you. Just give me a moment to think, will you? Damon's like, oh my god, you see I'm stupid? I got this. The moment you insinuate this guy might not be too smart, he gets so pissed about it, bro. I'm waiting for the moment he gets humbled, for real. I eagerly await your answer. There's no way a guy like him can outsmart me. Yep, it is. It is. The arrogance, bro. This guy is such a bitch. What is the cloth which binds my crew together? Normally I'd say the cloth is a metaphor for something abstract. But knowing this guy, he's probably using the word literally. In which case, the cloth is probably... his headband?
I see.
You're talking about your headband, correct? Right on the treasure. It's really not helping the pirate delegations. As seafarers, we like to make sure we match. It could be a headband we all wear, or a necklace. Either way, it's a sign of our solidarity. And when meeting strangers, a handy way to communicate who we work for. Ah. He has a sun, I just noticed that. This is a sun and the waves. So did you just order your headband online, or... oh my god. Of course not. We make them ourselves. All you need to do is cut some cloth, dye it, see some details here and there. Didn't take him for the arts and crafts type. I mean, you take him for the scientist, but he performed the experiment to you earlier. For new members of our crew, making their headband is a rite of passage. That and the test of faith. Test of faith? It's,
That's right.
how do I put this? New members, we hang them upside by their feet using what the fuck? What the fuck? And then we slowly drift them closer and closer to the water.
Huh?
What? He has to be choking. A demonstration will probably help explain it. A demonstration. Before I knew it, the world around me. Do you have a CG for this? No, okay. I thought we were gonna have a CG. I was like, there's no way Jean gets a CG on the video out of everyone. Jean was holding me upside down by my ankles. What the? Put me down! You'll be fine. I reckon you got a few more minutes in you. Now, I imagine the ocean waves directly below you, kissing the top of your scalp. How the hell is this supposed to build faith? It sounds like you're trying to drown these people. Hey, that's the trick. We bring them down as close to the water as possible. Sailor knows their captain and crew would never feed him to the fishes. Not in a million years. Everyone in my crew has gotten their scalps wet many times over just to prove their loyalty, including myself. And he screams. Huh? I'm getting lightheaded. Ah, right. Like, I don't want you to die, actually. One swift motion, he always plays back on my feet.
Bad news.
Oh my god. I mean, he's a wimp, we know this. Seems like you wouldn't pass the test of faith. Sorry, lad. I wasn't even asking to be tested. Look, since I pulled a fast on you, I'm up for a little friendly fire. Are you asking me to do what you just did to me? If you want. But there are millions of ways you could try and make things even between us. Until next, eh? The pirate was once again the first to leave, laughing just as heartily as he did last time. This guy, what the hell was his problem? Picking me up and embarrassing me like that. Who does he think he is? Realistically, I couldn't just do the same thing he did to me. But if I don't retaliate, the asshole will get the last laugh. Damn it. Can't let that happen. When Jean is the asshole, huh? I still think he is the asshole here, not Jean. Honestly, hey. I'm all for the Damon bullying. You know me. Bro has too big of a head. But now we skip. And we're back. Alright. After a short, I think, intermission. It's about 5 minutes. We are back on the grind. Let's see what else Jean has to offer. And I guess what Damon's gonna do to him to get him back? I don't know.
I see.
I admire Jet and Cass's vigor. Vigor? Yeah. Vigor? It has to be Vigor, right? Because it's Vigoroth, the Pokemon. Yeah, Vigor. Bringing people together in times like these is no easy task. Those two would make fine additions to my crew. Especially Cassie. Okay, so is Jean and Cassie like something, like a pair that they're trying to do? Because I remember someone was saying in the comments about like a video. Like it was a short video that was like Cassie, Jean, Diana, and Kai. And people were like, Cassie or Jean like Cassie and Jean like each other or something like that. I don't know if that's like confirmed or not, or is something that's gonna happen eventually. Because it seems like here that he definitely has a liking to Cassie already, aside from like romantic interest at the very least. Well, that's right. Much as I love my mates, too much testosterone can be a problem. Okay. It's like a woman that wore on the ship would be quite nice. You have no women in your crew? Strangely enough, no. It's cause my crew is, what do people say? YMCA at sea? What? Who says that? Is that an actual saying? I can assume the meaning behind this. I can assume why. I can assume what he's trying to say, but is that an actual saying? I don't understand any of it. Anyway, the game tournament sounds like a mighty fine idea. There's just one issue I have. One issue? He has no partner, I'm assuming. And what would that be? I'm out of practice. I haven't played a video game since... well, must have been years ago. Doesn't surprise me. But I have played plenty of sailor games during voyages. So maybe these could help. Sailor games? I guess that these are drinking games. No. I guess not. Jean recounted stories of his crews hitting each other with spoons. Spoon fights. Throwing billiard balls at empty beer mugs. Wait, aren't these all just variations of popular party games? I mean, I guess.
That's
Oh, this is a new sprite. Have we seen this before? This is definitely a new sprite, right? I'm not tripping. I'm pretty sure this is a new sprite. One of my favorites has to be Round the Sandbar. We go around with a fiddle in our hands, trying to make the others laugh with our song. Whoever laughs first ends up as on the sandbar, and they have to play the fiddle. It doesn't sound very competitive. Hey, it doesn't have to be. It just has to help us pass the time. Isn't that how all games turn out? Having a merry time with your chums. Not when Cass is involved, that's for sure. She'll come around. Maybe she can play down to us. Ha ha ha. He is very eager to get Cassie on board. I mean, maybe she would like that. I don't know. New streaming idea? I stream at the sea? Can you? No, I don't think I can. Let's give him a present. I think he likes the rapid duck illusion, right? Yeah. I don't know why, but he does like it. Yeah, but it's not. They haven't given him anything that he loves so far.
Hi.
Jean? I have a proposition. We should make smoothies. Smoothies, huh? Not what I expected to hear from you, but who am I to turn down a drink? Yeah, so let's go to the kitchen. What is he planning? Like smoothies? Like, why? This is so random. I hurried John along to the kitchen. I feel like I can't speak today, I don't know why.
Okay.
I'll go get the ingredients. You can take out the equipment. Sounds like a plan. John turned his back to me and began sorting through the cabinets. I opened the pantry door and began to search the shelves for fruit. Within moments, my eyes landed on a basket of pears. I love pears, they're really good. They feel soft when I touch them. On the other side of the kitchen, John still stood with his back to me, absorbed in a cord he was trying to entangle. I'm assuming he's gonna throw it at him, because he's a bitch. Alright, now is my chance. Keeping my eyes on him, I grabbed one of the pears and squished it in my hand. Why? Then I drew my arm back and threw the pear at John. I said, I'm gonna get you this way, bitch. Who did he hit? What? There's no way he countered that. Bro said, you're too slow. Just as the pear was about to hit him, Jean spun around on the spot and without even blinking, caught the fruit with one hand. Bro, Jean is the GOAT. I'm telling you, buffed characters in danganronpa are always the best. You can't deny that. Jean, Ingrid, you have, what was it, Sakura? Nakomaru? Konta? Bro, hey, they're all here. She's not happy. Why did you throw a pear at me? That's right. Friendly fire. Alright. I was excited to see an angry Jean, because we haven't seen that yet. Like, you know, him snapping. A good effort, mate. I will have to try harder than that to one-up me. Yeah, I can't read you saying, goddamn. What is it? How did you move so fast? How did you hear me? A ship captain's always gonna be ready for anything. Wouldn't want to be slow on the draw when the weather decides to be unpredictable. I learned that the hard way. Like when you got thrown overboard?
That's right.
So you do remember. Only because you alluded to it. Well, regardless. Case in point, eh? There's a world of difference between being a ship captain and doing what you just did. I'd say it all stems from the same school of thought. It doesn't even make any sense. You're not telling me. Are you trained in martial arts or something? Martial arts? Not that I know of. I'm just quick on the draw. As a ship captain, do you seriously think I'll believe that? I'm not sure what else you want me to say. Unless you think that you got my talent wrong. She already did a laugh, I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, Damon, how about those smoothies? I was like, sure, after this loss, hey, I'll get a drink. I'll drink to this hell. After helping Sean pick some fruit from the pantry, I left him to finish the smoothies on his own. Oh wow, he was like so bitter, huh? What the heck is going on? Sean's abilities were clearly not that of a ship captain's, yet he kept insisting they were. Could there be something he's trying to hide from me? Damn it. Here I was thinking I'd be even with him after today. Are they implying a possible, like, secret talent on Shojan? I feel like they do that often, though. I don't know. Like that's something that happens in DR a lot. Could be considered a trope. So I feel like they wouldn't do that. What do you think? He's like a LARPer? And he's just trained? And he doesn't go to sea? No, I don't think that's the case. No, because the talent is there, right? If he lied, we would know that, right? Because that's what happened with Ava. I literally forgot that Ava lied about her talent. that didn't cross my mind. I was like, I think I do a secret talent. Like, no, they already did that. Ava's talent was the secret one. There's no reason for Jean to have a secret one too. Is he still here? No, he left. He finally left. He said I had enough of this. He is... I don't know why I went there. I could just gone. Hello, Eloise. Don't hit me. Bye-bye. Let's go see. There he is. He was waiting. It's like, let's see how clean your clothes are. Say, do you know anything about classical art? Classical art? Since when does a guy like him care about that? Yeah. This guy's such a bitch, bro! Can he not have interest? Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Damon is such a bitch, bro. These supports make him really insufferable sometimes. He was not that such a bitch during the playthrough, I feel like, the main story. Just saying. Only the bits and pieces I retain from coming here. Why? You see, I believe I recognize one of these paintings. Really? The pirate nodded his head and stepped aside, allowing me to see what was behind him. This painting here. I saw the original on my travels once. I take it the original didn't have a creepy mask? That it didn't. I'm not entirely sure why this place is decorated with old paintings, nor why the paintings have been given strange masks. But if you ask me, I reckon it's an attempt to make us feel uneasy. That's not the groundbreaking realization he thinks it is. Man, let him be. I didn't think of that. Alright, shut up. UV flashlight, let's see. Alright, so we never got a loved item for him. That sucks. That is what it is. I suppose it's time. Time for what? What else? The second part of my story. Oh. I ask you to prove yourself. And prove yourself you did. It would be unlike me to go back on my word. So let's jump back to where we last were in the story. You were dying. I'd be thrown into the ocean. Yes, I remember it clearly. Upon impact, I seized up. The water was so cold that my limbs were instantly drained of all feeling. It took me over a minute to realize I could still move my body, by which point the ocean current had dragged me a few meters from the ship. Tried as I did to fight the ocean current, I was no match for Mother Nature's fury. It seemed the ocean was about to claim me as its victim. Then and there, I didn't realize that... I read that wrong. When suddenly a glimmer of hope appeared before me. Yes? The face of my friend, my best mate, and his hand reaching out towards me. Turns out he tied some rope around his leg and dived in after me. Once he had me, he signaled for the rest of the crew to draw in the rope. He had risked his life for me. He saved me with nothing but his 2 arms and legs. Is that it?
Seriously?
It's an idiot, bro. Indeed. I don't know why I was expecting a twist at the end.
How's that sound?
That day was a special day. To know I inspired so much loyalty within my friend that he risked his own life to save me. It made me feel like a true ship captain. That's great. I don't give a fuck. He's like, that's the look. That look shines like, do you not care about my story, Damon? What? Let me ask you this, Damon. When you hear the word ship captain, what's the first thing that comes to mind? I think of a cruise ship captain? Someone in a suit and a white hat. That's right. Cruisers, we call them. We? Glamorized freeloaders they are, taking rich lotus eaters out of sightsee and polluting the water and air. I take it you don't like them? Most ship captains, scratch that, most sailors don't have it so easy. We do the less luxurious work, but it's work that keeps the country running, and we never expect recognition for it either.
That's right.
If you told me a few years back that I'd be the ultimate ship captain one day, I'd think you were delusional. Of course, I wouldn't say it. In any case, you'd be wise not to place your trust in someone who ain't a true captain, or a true sailor. It's people like my mate who'll offer a helping hand. People like my mate and my family.
Seriously?
Anybody tell me another story? Fear not. This one will be brief. So that's a yes. Despite what you may think, the sea was not always my home. Yeah, we're learning about his family now because I'm assuming it's not gonna be his family like the crew. It's a different thing. Once my bed was the cold, hard stone of a harbor, and my food the scraps left behind by its high-end passerby. So he was poor. I knew nothing except hunger and the fear of not living to see the next morning. But then came the people I would eventually call my family. Oh, so he was an orphan then. They offered me shelter on their ship. Shelter and the promise that if I stayed with them, things would get better. As is a sailor's nature. So I assume you don't live on your family's ship anymore? Nah. Not when I have my own to look after. But I support them from afar. Pay off things for them. Treat them to things they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford. It's how I make the most of my situation. Your situation? Living away from my family.
Right. I'll
give it to the guy. He's pretty creative when he lies. But he's not fooling me. He talks about treating his family as if he has tons of money to spare. But doesn't that contradict his whole downtrodden captain shtick? We haven't been ultimates long enough for allowance money to justify that type of spending either. So unless he's getting his money from somewhere else, then his story has to be fabricated. I don't know, I feel like... I'm assuming he gives most of the money that he makes to his family. Because he owes them his life, right? That's what I'm getting from this. I don't think he's like doing anything nefarious. Like he's just, I don't know, pushing stuff on the side. I don't think that's the case. I think Damon is just suspicious because he's a bitch about everything. So he's like, yes, something is wrong here. I must find out what it is. Well, I'll be honest. These were surprisingly wholesome, in my opinion. They were nice. Oh, I've been good for half an hour. I didn't even realize that. Wow. It definitely gives me a better understanding of Jean. I mean, I've been saying from the start that he's one of my favorite characters, so my opinion hasn't changed on that. He's definitely one of the GOATs, and I will be really sad if he dies right away next, because I just lost Wolfgang. We just made me like Ava. I hope he lives at least until chapter 3. Like, give me half of the game, half of the games to do stuff, you know? He's not living. I don't think Sean is a character that survives this. Well, since my theory about everyone but Ava dying is over, I guess I have to think of potential other theories. Or I guess maybe a new order in general, because now we lost the main two. Because the theory was like, oh, you know, Damon's gonna help everyone die. I guess Damon's gonna help Ava so she can get out, but that clearly that doesn't happen. So I have to think of something else. I still don't think Jean survives though. But that will be all for today. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, do take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.